Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. George Bernard Shaw once wrote, "We are made wise not by the recollections of the past, but by the responsibilities of the future." Tonight we celebrate and recognize our students' incredible achievements in the realms of scholarship, leadership, community service, and character. These students truly represent the best of the best. We are confident these young men and women will not only reach their goals, but rise above them as they enter one of the most prestigious organizations at the high school level. Ladies and gentlemen, the NHS inductees of 2018.
Please stand for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam?
Now, a few opening remarks from our principal, Mr. Dennis Hicks.
Good evening. I'm honored to have the opportunity to welcome all of the family members, guests, and of course, the students that are here tonight at our 2018 LTHS induction ceremony. On behalf of the administration, the faculty, and staff, I'd like to congratulate all the students for your outstanding achievement. This indeed is a well-deserved accomplishment. You have been on a path that has displayed a unique devotion to explore, analyze, and gain knowledge at a high level during your high school career. You have demonstrated an exceptional dedication, loyalty, and willingness to rise above, no matter what the challenges have been. Because of your dedication, your loyalty, and your willingness, you should be very proud of earning your membership in the National Honor Society at Lockport Township High School. Therefore, continue to soar, continue to serve, to lead, and to embrace a commitment of compassion moving forward. I wish you all the best, and congratulations to you, the students, and to your families, and enjoy this proud moment.
Thank you, Mr. Hicks. Good evening. I am Miss Ernest, an English teacher, and this is Mrs. Steinke, a science teacher. We have the privilege of serving as co-sponsors for the National Honor Society at Lockport. We want to congratulate you for being selected for membership in the National Honor Society. Your achievements in scholarship, leadership, community service, and character have led to your induction into this prestigious society. These are the pillars of the National Honor Society. We are here to celebrate your accomplishments, but also need to acknowledge the impact of the people you brought with you this evening. Their love, support, and guidance are some of the reasons you are all sitting here tonight. Scholarship is more than getting high grades. It's a lifelong love of learning. You have proven through your hard work in a variety of rigorous courses that you recognize the importance of your education. NHS sponsors a peer tutoring program during study halls and outside of the school day. We hope that you will take this opportunity to become a tutor and help your peers develop an appreciation for learning. Our character defines who we are, how we think, what we say, and why we act. You have shown responsibility in your actions, in making sound decisions, treating others respectfully, and showing integrity. Your character started forming years ago, and it is being molded and fine-tuned every day. Character is at the core of the other three pillars.
You have all demonstrated some leadership inside or outside of the classroom. Leadership is active, not passive. Successfully holding offices in clubs or activities and in athletics is not easy, but you do it because you believe in the importance of what you are doing. Leadership is about inspiring others. Service is the cornerstone of the National Honor Society. Your commitment to your school can be witnessed by your participation in school activities. As important is how you look for opportunities to serve your community, of which you are a lifetime member. Our National Honor Society takes pride in serving our community. Past group projects include volunteering at the Northern Illinois Food Bank, spending time with the residents at the Victorian Village, sorting materials for the Bridge Teen Center, and sponsoring a community food drive for the Fish Food Pantry. We are looking forward to working with you during the rest of your time at Lockport. We have seen firsthand the impact that you can have on our school and our community, and we are excited to see where your future will take you and the impact you will continue to have on the world around you. At this time, I would like to introduce our executive board, our president, Eric Kada, our vice president, Nikolai Kowalczyk, our secretary, Lily Olsik, Treasurer Kathleen Kafiakowski, our Community Service Coordinator Eleanor Tessitore, Points Coordinator Julia Foster, Technology Coordinator Megan Marson, and Tutoring Coordinator Therese Diamond. And now a few words from our President, Eric Cada.
Good evening, everyone. To begin, I'd like to personally welcome you all to this special ceremony and congratulate the 2018 National Honor Society inductees before me. I'm very honored to stand before you all today and speak on behalf of NHS here at Lockport Township High School. Each student inducted here tonight has excelled within some of the most demanding academic principles offered at our school, working hard to achieve at least a 3.5 GPA. However, although it may seem as if the only reason you students are here tonight is because you're pretty good at filling in bubbles on Scantron labeled A through D, there's much more to who you all are individually that separates you from the rest of your peers. Because beneath all the long night, exhausting, tear-filled study sessions lies deep-rooted ambition and determination. This motivation has extended outside of your academics and into the various sports, clubs, and service projects that you have all participated and made a difference in. From soccer to science club to scholastic bowl, each of you have taken it upon yourselves to better your surrounding community and who you are individually. As parents, take this opportunity to show your kids how proud you are of them and how honored you are to have them as your son or daughter. Maybe even take them to Culver's McDonald's down the road for a treat after the ceremony. Take this moment to realize that yes, their lives are stressful too. So, despite all the times when they seem rebellious, or when they give you that defiant eye roll, they are sitting here before you being honored for their astounding work. However, students, while this night is well-deserved, recognize that your work in no way ends here. Rather, it is just beginning. We must proceed to strive and continue to better ourselves. We must continue to make an impact on our community by working hard and, furthermore, by working together as a structurally solid team. Stay hungry and stay foolish, my fellow classmates. Stay hungry in the fact that you will never be satisfied and always push yourself to achieve your goals, and stay foolish in the thought that these goals can be accomplished, even against what others may say. Because whether you choose to recognize it or not, you are all leaders through your attitudes and actions, and your role as such does not go unnoticed. Now, as I devised this speech, it may seem obvious that I integrated the expansive amplitude of the source.com in order to guarantee that I possess and exhibit an advanced lexicon to heighten the significance of this occasion. However, after searching a while for that perfect word to ascribe to these new inductees, I refer back to an old colloquial favorite, champs. You guys are all champs, and you guys all deserve this upcoming thunderous applause for your accomplishments, past, present, and future. Now, a few words from Mr. Ron Vasile, a social studies teacher and my favorite English teacher.
Thank you. I'm honored to be part of this induction ceremony for the National Honor Society. Thank the students on the NHS board that nominated me, and I want to thank Ms. Ernest and Ms. Steinke for all the work they do for NHS. First, let me say, students, I'm in awe of you. Many of you are so much more mature than I was in high school. You are taking college classes, and most of you have a full load of AP honors classes, all while juggling athletics, or marching band, or speech team, or drama club, or scholastic bowl. On top of that, you are doing service hours and giving to others. And some of you are just really, really much smarter than I am. That does not mean you know more than I do. It just means that you pick things up quicker. And I'm just always amazed every year I teach at just how incredibly smart students are. I do worry, however, that some of you are overscheduled and aren't having enough fun outside of school. But I guess it all balances out because many of my other students are clearly having too much fun outside of school. You're here tonight because of the hard work and service that have separated you from your peers. You are also here because of the support of your parents and other family members. They have made sacrifices for you and put their own needs aside to focus on giving you opportunities and experiences. Because that's what good parents do. I think you will appreciate what they have done for you even more when you look back on your life 10 years from now. Junior year can be an especially stressful year for students with standardized testing and thoughts of college and universities you hope to go to. I think sometimes too much emphasis is placed on getting into a certain school. It's the effort that you put into your education that matters, and you don't have to go to an Ivy League school to be a success. You're at a very difficult age right now. No longer children, but not yet adults. You want independence, but that can be scary, as your parents have taken care of you for a long time. They are conflicted as well. It is their job to raise you to be independent, but there's a part of them that will always see you as their little baby. And they want to save you from making mistakes, but they know that each of us must make our own mistakes. So parents, students, when things get a little tense, try to cut each other some slack. The rest of my advice is for you students. You must set difficult goals and work to achieve them. And I don't mean swallowing more live goldfish than anyone else. Might be a nice goal, but you can do better. By far, the most important lesson that life has taught me is perseverance and persistence. All of you have been blessed with some degree of intelligence, but this means nothing unless it is coupled with a strong work ethic. Some of the smartest kids I knew in grade school failed to achieve because everything came easy to them. They didn't have to study, and then when things got tough, they didn't have the work ethic to carry them through. I can give you one example of perseverance in my life. It took me 30 years to research, write, edit, and finally see published a book on a 19th century naturalist. I could have given up many times over the years, having received countless rejection letters, but I kept working to make it better, and it has finally seen the light of day. The lesson here, you only learn and grow from failure. Never say, I can't do something. You truly do not yet know what you are capable of. You have pushed yourself enough to be included in this ceremony, but you have not really applied yourself to a long-term goal as an adult. Find out what you are good at and what interests you, and follow that path. I'm terrible at math, and I'm not big on equations either, but there's a couple that I just read that I think fit for tonight's talk. Talent times effort equals skill. Skill times effort equals achievement. You will not be the smartest person in the room in most situations, but there is one thing that you can control. Never let anyone outwork you. Studies have shown that it takes about 10,000 hours to excel in any given activity, whether it be a sport, learning to play an instrument. So if you spend 8 hours a day, every day, it will still take you 5.5 years to get there. That is the kind of commitment that is necessary to do something great. But we live in a time where people want instant gratification. We're bombarded with information, can cause sensory overload. Attention spans seem to be getting shorter. It is this you must fight against. The internet gives us access to knowledge that earlier generations never dreamed of, but the internet has its dangers as well. There's a great deal of misinformation, outright lies, and propaganda out there. Facts matter, and you cannot just make up facts to suit you. One of the most important skills that we teach is how to distinguish between credible information and misinformation. My heart sinks every time I listen to students taking seriously the idea that the moon landings were a hoax, or talking seriously about some other ridiculous conspiracy theory. The Holocaust deniers are out there, and we cannot ignore them. I teach history, which is all about evidence. Being a historian is similar to what detectives do. They come to a crime scene, they have to figure out what happened, who did it, and they have to collect evidence to piece together the story. My last piece of advice to you, go out and see the world. It's a big place. And what you'll find out when you get out there is 75% of the people on this planet are not white. Celebrate diversity. It is the very essence of what it means to be an American, as we are all the children of immigrants, if you go back far enough. This country has always attracted people from all over the world, and they enrich us by bringing some of their culture to us. I will close with a quote that I feel is very appropriate for this audience. It's from a book called Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke. Be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves. Do not now seek the answers which cannot be given you, because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps you will gradually, without noticing it, live along some distant day into the answers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bazile. Board members, please come forward for pillars and candle lighting. Scholarship, Therese Diamond. Service, Eleanor Tessatori. Leadership, Julia Foster. Character, Megan Murphy.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. Hours spent reading and in study, understanding the true benefits of a cultivated mind. Knowledge is one of the key elements of life's greatest successes and can be acquired only through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. It is important to continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for the acquisition of knowledge only ends when life ends. As National Honor Society members, your charge will be continued to expand your world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Service. Service is the willingness to commit time and talent towards the creation of a better tomorrow. In the routine of daily work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need from the heart, without monetary compensation or without recognition, is the quality we seek in our membership. As National Honor Society members, your change will be to continually develop a sense of community by serving others in need.
Leadership. Leadership should result in a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and assist others to also have a positive impact on the environment. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. Even with a tremendous amount of resources, no school, state, or country can exist without guidance of a wise leader. As National Honor Society members, your change will be to be true leaders and a positive influence for those that surround you.
Character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It establishes each person's individuality. Without it, no one can have self-respect nor hope to gain the respect of others. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and continual striving to make the right choices. The essence of character is self-control. We must be the person that we wish others to see us as. As National Honor Society members, your charge will be to demonstrate such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, kindness, and citizenship in an effort to prove by example that you value character.
And now we will call forward our candidates for induction. Please hold your applause to the end of each set of induction.
Destiny Abbott.
Jenna Abu Khalil.
Andres Alvarez.
Caleb Alvarez.
Maya Alvarez Turbino.
Gerda Andruskevicius.
Gabriela Argianas.
Stephanie Bayland.
Bryce Bailebuck.
Nathan Berglund.
Angel Bills.
Anna Blaskovitz.
Emily Bogdanich.
Angelina Bodie.
Alexa Boland.
Kyle Boone.
Allison Brown.
Daniel Bruin.
Sarah Calvert.
Miranda Chavez.
Savita Shandarana.
Michael Cheehy.
Brady Chmino.
Peyton Collins.
Ross Cronholm.
Devin Cronin. Alright guys, we will now recite the NHS pledge. I pledge myself to uphold I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And I will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Daniel Cruz.
Andriana Kulovic.
Jake Dagus.
Aaron Darling.
William Doyle IV.
Devin Drake.
Megan Durbin.
Nora Dykstra.
Alette Ide.
Emma Estes.
Donica Eustachio.
Sarah Evans.
James Ewers.
Alexandria Ferrara.
Brooke Ferrix.
Thomas Ferreter.
Alexa Frisalone.
Elise Frisalone.
Rebecca Frischkorn.
Grace Galfano.
Lauren Gallagher.
Kayla Garcia.
Anthony Gonzalez.
Brian Gonzalez Herrera.
Jacob Grau.
Tyler Hedrich.
Eleanor Henderson.
Sawyer Hollitz. Now we will recite the NHS pledge. Now we will recite. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Kendall Jackson.
Emma Jillick.
Anshal Joshi.
Jacob Kazmierek.
Alexa Kemp.
Mackenzie Castellu.
Samantha Cada.
Katerina Clemenzos.
Abby Nice.
Megan Coley.
Abby Korzinski.
Kaylee Kowalski.
Abigail Kozak.
Anna Kozak.
Patrick Kozak.
Jack Kozalek.
Kenneth Creha.
Cassandra Langheld.
Madeline Lingskog.
Alexi Lippman.
Natasha Lipsa.
Emily London.
Jenna Louch.
Jacob Malley.
Leanna Marmapa.
Francesca Martino.
Cassandra Mata.
All right, we will now recite the NHS pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Natalie Matson.
Lauren Matea.
Sarah McAwee.
Nolan McNabb.
Lindsay Merck.
Casey Miller.
Olivia Miller.
Macy Minarsek.
Matthew Morgan.
Skylar Murphy.
Matthew Namikis.
Alexis Nichols.
Michael O'Callahan.
Madeline Odine.
Alea O'Neill.
John Ostrander.
Aiden Pajot.
Sophia Palumbo.
Abigail Papageorge.
Maria Jillian Paradella.
Grace Pasolano.
Matthew Pollan.
Brooke Paulson.
Morgan Pavizza.
Lauren Phillips.
Emily Kloszewski.
Madison Polinsky.
All right, now I'm going to recite the NHS pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Priscilla Preciado.
Jacob Prince.
Jessica Ramirez.
Audrey Reed.
Caitlin Renahan.
Isabella Rodriguez.
Madeline Rodriguez.
Jenna Rowe.
Caitlin Sadler.
Vincent Sartori.
Bailey Savage.
Nicole Savickas.
Isabella Scaramuzo.
Clayton Schmeckpepper.
Morgan Schmutzler.
Kaylee Shea.
Alyssa Sheehan. Matt Shields.
Trevor Schindler.
Ethan Shriver.
Joanna Sheshka.
Alexandra Skabicki.
Reagan Smith.
Colin Stapleton.
Alyssa Stevenson.
Madison Stewart. Now we will recite the NHS Pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Olivia Stojak,
Matthew Stonis.
Anne Such,
Jonathan Sulich.
Haley Timoshek,
Reagan Tompkins.
Samantha Trena,
Joanna Terziak.
Angelina Ungaro,
Emma Varkalis.
Juliana Vlasek,
Marcus Vulgaris.
Michael Walkos,
Donald Wallace.
Paris Ward,
Ryan Way.
Alexis Webb,
Caitlin Wentz.
Alexander Williams,
Alyssa Woodworth.
Haley Wyatt,
Caitlin Young.
Taylor Young,
Isabella Zadora.
Victoria Zahowska.
We will now recite the NHS Pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Congratulations to all of our newly inducted members. Thank you for sharing this special evening with us. This concludes our program. Please join us in the choir room, which is room 8, which is out this way through the auditorium. for refreshments after the end of the evening. Thank you.